Home, Victoria notched up another day of zeros today, the 16th day in a row. Those figures and soaring temperatures have increased the pressure on the state government to relax mandatory mask rules, especially in regional areas that have been COVID-free for months. Temperatures climbed into the high 30s in the Mallee today, and people who work outdoors say masks are becoming a health risk in stifling heat. Kelly Lazaro reports.
Riding instructor Rose Holmes had to pack up at the Mildura Pony Club in today's stifling heat.
40 degrees and we're tough here in the Mallee, but this is ridiculous wearing these masks on a day like this.
Before it got too hot, Jasmine Hudson took her toddler for an early morning dip.
I'm finding it very difficult to be wearing masks in Mildura with the 40-degree heat.
Anti-mask sentiment is growing, especially in regional towns that have been COVID-free for 3 months. 19-year-old Deanna Mills spends long, hot days standing on country roads controlling traffic.
Makes it difficult to communicate with all of our workers on the road. It makes it difficult to breathe because you get really hot.
At construction sites across regional Victoria, tradies say masks are becoming a safety risk in the heat. Social distancing is easy in many places like Sea Spray in Gippsland. There's barely a soul in sight on the 90 Mile beach. Nurse Jennifer Luke wears a mask all day at work, but not here.
I think if you're in a wide open space where no one's around, I don't think there's any point wearing them. Have it in your pocket.
The Victorian opposition wants masks made optional outdoors after a 16th consecutive day of 0 cases and 0 deaths from coronavirus across the state.
It should be a common sense situation, and the Premier really needs to change this now. People are getting frustrated.
I think it's very small versus the pain and hardship of having to close the place down again.
The Premier says he'll have more to say on masks next weekend, but we'll wait to see whether the removal of the so-called ring of steel leads to outbreaks after thousands of Melburnians flocked to regional towns this weekend. In Sale, Jenny Bennett has sewn more than 2,000 masks since the peak of the pandemic and is now turning her needle to Christmas themes. She's been meeting orders from around the country, but says she too is ready to part ways with her mask.
Well, we've had a close relationship, my mask and I, but now I think it's time that we need to separate.
Kelly Lazaro, ABC News, Gippsland.